Well, hi, everybody. And that includes you. Hey, Scotty Max. So nice to see you. Thank you guys for joining us tonight on Sarah Kennedy and Friends, the only show that has me and my friends. Actually, I can't promise that anymore. There's shows opening up all over the place now, and sometimes I get to be with my friends in other places. I don't know how to break that to you all. I didn't want to do this like this. You guys are all very special to me, and I love getting to spend this time together, but I do have friends, and I do see them in other places. So it's okay. This is great. I'm super excited to get to spend tonight with all y'all. I like to think of this show as like Bo Burnham special, but not as musical, and I can't grow as thick of a beard. So you get what you get. This one's free. I mean, Bo Burnham's is kind of free. I mean, if you've got Netflix, it's available, and you can now listen to all the songs too. I think they're all available. Also, so it's just like microdosing. Bo Burnham's special. It's a great way to do that. This is like macro dosing a bunch of friends. That's the nice thing about hanging out with me. Tonight's show is a very specific and special show. We're actually just going to look back at all the fun games that we've played. Not all of them, some, like a curated handful of games that we played with some past guests, some past friends who are still presently friends. They're just not presently present. So I hope you guys really enjoy it. This intro is not supposed to go on this long. I'm supposed to have already played the intro music. So let's go ahead and just get that going, you know?
Sarah Kennedy. Friends. Sarah and friends.
All right, now the show has begun, and now we're all hanging out. I'm super excited to get to spend this time with you. We've got 3 videos we're going to watch today, and they are real doozies. So I hope you've got a nice beverage and maybe dinner. Now's a good time to get some dinner. Regardless of which time zone you're in, I bet it's beautiful outside. It's beautiful here in Albuquerque, so I just assume that my weather's your weather. Hi. All right, let's go ahead and move on to y'all's favorite part and mine, segment. Because the segment is where the guests are today. Today we put segment and guest into one. It's like a chocolate covered Oreo. So you get both the chocolate and the Oreo all in one bite. So you get guest and segment all at once. So today I picked out 3 amazing videos for y'all. This first one, if you remember a few weeks back, we had Lynette Palladino from New York, and we also had PJ Johnson from the Denver area, but usually on tour all around. They came in and we got to play this very fantastic game. And I don't want to spoil too much for you because if you missed it, now you get to see it. So please enjoy Shark Tank, or it's Shark Tankrupt or Shark Bankrupt. This is Lynette Palladino. And then, this is PJ Johnson.
I'm back here. I'm still here.
All right, great. Fantastic. All right, so let me explain to you what you guys are just about to be doing for this segment. We all know about the show Shark Tank. It is a show where business owners go in front of potential investors that are somewhat famous, including like Mark Cuban, who owns the Dallas Mavericks, and they just kind of pitch them convenience stores like Walgreens or CVS or Rite Aid.
Judging by you're meant to be.
Right.
Naked.
All right. Do we think that's a?
If this was in Colorado and it was salty, they probably would have like survived. But I'm gonna say that they was shark stank or shark or what is it?
It's bankrupt. Yeah, they did not suggest. Actually, this is so interesting. The two founders who created Sweet Balls immediately after their time on Shark Tank started fighting with each other to the point of suing each other, to the point after that of getting restraining orders against each other.
What?
Then one of them started a competing company called Cake Balls, which there's no room on a counter for both Sweet Balls and Cake Balls. I won't allow it. And they just didn't make it, even though they got picked up by one of the sharks. So good. You guys are picking up on the context clues. You guys are smart people. You guys are doing a great job. All right, next one. Redurest. Redurest is a magnetic like shirt insert that gives you a little hook on your shirt, and it's meant to be a place where you can put your glasses to rest instead of putting them in your pocket, and they stay a little bit more secure. If pocket protectors got a nerd put in a locker, I can't imagine what a redurest would do to you if you.
I'm also going to go. Catherine's like, that's dumb. I'm not gonna lie, I feel the same way. Also, I feel like, what if you have like a peacemaker? You could be putting magnets by your heart.
Just move to the other side. No.
But what if you're a righty? Then you can only put it on that side. Otherwise, it's useless. I'm gonna go with bankrupt.
Okay. How about you, PJ?
For every idea that I think is dumb, I think that there's 10 people that don't think it's dumb. And looking at it, like if they would have told me it was to hold your blunt, all right then. But for your glasses, yeah, I think some senior citizen bought that. So I'm gonna say that they actually are doing good. They are not Shawshank robbed.
No, they are tankrupt. You're correct. Good job, PJ.
No, I won. Yay!
Yeah. So okay, you guys. Okay, that means that PJ's got 2 points. Annette's got 1 point. Yeah, they actually they're sold for $10 each, right? And then they have made $27 million in sales so far. They are very, very successful.
They've sold 270,000 magnets.
I know. And listen, I get it. I get that I'm the only one here that's wearing glasses and can see the real value in this. But also, I know you wear glasses too. I know you just
wear contacts. And
like that's a dumb idea.
My thought is like, if I put glasses on my chest, then I would just end up scratching them.
It's fair. All right, here we go. The next one is called Grace and Lace. Grace and Lace is the little tippy toppies of some socks that you can put on your thigh-high boots, so that when you're hanging out with your girls and drinking your pumpkin spice lattes, it looks like you're wearing socks.
I'll be honest. This one like kind of annoys me, so I hope it's bankrupt. I find it so obnoxious. I hope it's bankrupt. It's like a dicky. You know what I mean?
It is like a dicky. It's like a shin dicky.
No. Okay.
Okay. Oh wait. So you put it. All right. So a woman is supposed, or whatever. It looks, non-gender specific.
It's gender specific. If
it is. Okay. Hey, we wear boots around here in Colorado.
That's true. That's very true.
Just because of how annoyed I was, just like you, Lynette, I'm gonna say that they went under. Yeah, I'm gonna say bankrupt because y'all better not be successful off of that.
All right. Well, I am excited to let you guys both know that it is doing well and thriving. Grace and Lace definitely still around. Actually, a little bit earlier, Catherine she had all the. Hold on. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, right there. See, she totally knew it. I just didn't want to spoil you guys on that one. Okay. So Grace and Lace.
Girls with kinkles, and they're like, okay, look, I can't fit anything else in this boot. I'm gonna fake it till I make it. Like what? No.
Sometimes your lower knees need a scarf. But here's the deal about Grace and Lace. So they grew from $1 million. They went on Shark Tank already telling them that they had been making $1 million. All right. And then they've grown to $20 million in sales. So they have sold almost as much as the glasses holders. Which is
at least functional. Like, at least it's a
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, cool. So I'm sorry, people in the chat are just like, that's right, Spotty Max, you know what's up. And then, see, they love.
Okay, I wasn't going to say it, but since Catherine is of that demographic, she can say it.
Because it's a great milk replacement. You can the odds of your husband using your Grace and Lace shindikies are very low.
No, unless they use it as a koozie for their beer.
That's true too. No condensation. Okay, cool.
That's it.
All right, next one coming up. Chef Big Shake is like a place that does hot chicken and fish. They went on to Shark Tank and they just were like, our restaurant. This is not the usual kind of business that goes on to Shark Tank, which is what I find it very interesting.
I was gonna say I've seen one episode and it was about a guy who like was trying to conserve water by putting these cones around trees, and I thought it was brilliant.
That's brilliant.
Like
I've seen a bunch of episodes. One of the ones I like the best were these two girls that were like, we put crickets in tortilla chips as like a protein supplement and sustainability thing, and I was like, oh my, they're called chirps.
Chirp your ass to some other part of the store because they get that away from me. Ew.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Catherine. Yeah, exactly.
Ew. Like, oh my god, yeah.
ooh,
All right, Chef Big Shake. What do we think?
Chef
chicken
Big
and fish? Like, what a weird. I know it's not a like weird combination in the world. I just mean like in your branding, it seems off. I don't know. And now I feel negative because I literally have wanted everything. I've wanted everything to be bankrupt. I'm like, I hope
I'm going. Okay. Big Shake. That sound like a real OG. You know, sound like somebody that'll just like sit there with you and tell you stories. You know what? I'm gonna have some faith in Big Shake. I'm gonna say that they tankrupt and didn't go bankrupt.
Yes, that's correct. Absolutely.
Big Shake.
Chef Big Shake.
terrible at this.
Here's the thing about Chef Big Shake. When they went on Shark Tank, because they are so not the normal business that goes on to Shark Tank, not one of the single sharks took them. So they were just like, sorry, bye. And then Chef Big Shake walked out and he was like, no problem. And then he went on to go from $30K in sales to $5 million in sales. Like, he has done so super well for himself, Comic Sans notwithstanding. That's what we are.
Jake.
That's good.
Alrighty. All right.
I have way more faith in people than you, Lynette. Oh my
You
god.
do, and it just shows how broken I am inside.
That's the difference between the New York attitude in Colorado.
Liz is coming in. Is that a D health code in the window? I don't.
No, I did not see that.
I did not see. I see that they are on DoorDash. I don't see a D. I see, I see some good, solid. I see. Welcome to VIP Weekend Big Shakers. That's I don't know what the health code is for that, but I think that's great. Sometimes that didn't stop them from making $5 million. Okay, here we go. Here's the last one. Right now the score is PJ with 3 points, Lynette with 2. So Lynette, you can make this a real close game here. Here we go. Kate app. So this is an app where you can hide the phone calls you're making and the texts that you're sending, essentially to cheat on your partner.
That's shady as shady AF. That is tankrupt right there. I bet it. But okay. So here's what I would want to know as like a nerdy, like techie person. Is it obvious that app is on your phone? Because if you know what that app does, then your partner would just look at your phone and be like, "What you doing with Kate app?" Like,
I also think it's really interesting that it's still called Kate. So, like, obviously, if you're cheating, you could just be like, your partner would just be like, who's Kate? Who's it's the same question.
Yeah.
You just
It should
use-
definitely be called like meditation. Like,
I am, you know what, in today's day and age of, especially during the lockdowns and COVIDs and broken hearts and everything else, and after watching this show on Netflix called The One,
yeah.
I'm gonna say Tank Rub. That thing took off. Everybody was trying to cheat.
All right, cool. And then right there, you can see that the price point is $499 too, which
No, wait, that's a trap.
Oh.
Man. That's a trap. That's $499.
$4.99.
oh, it's at $499. Cool.
Oh, I was about to say cheating ain't that expensive.
All right, so PJ, you say tank rubbed.
Yes.
Lynette,
I'm Tank Rub.
you're tank rubbed too. All righty, well, I'll have you guys know that has gone bankrupt.
Too many people care about
Now
that.
what does that say about us?
But I will also tell you,
We don't
in the
believe.
first day after they were on Shark Tank, they had 10,000 downloads, and then they just couldn't sustain it, and people lost interest in the app, and then they just all removed it from their phone and turned off their subscription or whatever. So
It was like, it's called Do Not Disturb mode. Hello.
yeah, see, that's the whole thing too. It's cheating, and then it steals all your data for $4.99 that you have to pay to them. So, and that's actually when I told my fiance about this app earlier today. She was like, "Those are like the first places that get hacked every time, and then you just are on this list of just like cheater,
like,
cheater,
what
bad,
is it?
awful, bad, bad, no."
Yeah.
So,
What was the Madison something?
Yeah.
Something-
Ashley Madison.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's how Matt Gates got caught up. But I digress.
So, you guys, that is how you play Shark Tankrupt or Shark Bankrupt, and I really appreciate you playing along with us.
I-
That was fun.
Legit feel like this was like a psychoanalysis. Like, you can tell a person's personality and mental health by how they voted on this game. We're like, of course people want to cheat on their spouses.
Yes. Yes.
But wait, and then the catch is like, but only if it's like in a convenient app. I'm gonna go through the hoops of cheating, but not fuck with the. Sorry, but
It's like you're like a PG-13 movie. You're allowed one, and so far you're the only one. So it's a great job.
Yes.
but not use an app that's too difficult. 3 clicks? No, I'm not there.
Also, you're kind of putting together what I believe would have been their actual shark pitch. Like, hey sharks, do you want to cheat, but want it in a convenient app? And then like the rest of everything else you said is just exactly in their cadence of like Shark Tank pitch cadence, which is very specific.
I'm like fascinated by this app. Now I want to know like, well, what happens to my phone records?
You get a whole bunch of extended warranty calls later.
Oh my god, those calls are the worst. They can't take them anymore.
Yeah, pretty bad.
All right, you guys. So that was Lynette Palladino and PJ Johnson. Make sure that you follow them on the internet. And if you have any opportunity to give them money or to pay money to go see them do stand-up, definitely take advantage of that also. Okay, well, we're just going to keep on trucking along. Thanks for hanging out tonight. We are doing like a retrospective on the games that we've played before. And this next one coming up is literally one of my favorite points of getting to do this show. We had Steph Darnell and Robert Buck D. Gibson on the show. They are both hilarious. And now you can see Buck D, or listen to him because now he's on 101.3 The Hustle every afternoon. But they were also on the show and we had them play an amazing game because they both also had served in the military. So I asked them a bunch of questions about, was this person who, was this movie accurate? Was this cartoon accurate? And it went better than I even thought it was going to. So here is, for your viewing pleasure, Enlist or Dismissed. Oh yeah, it's coming. You know me. I'm good. I'm good for it. When I introduce a segment, it's coming.
The next game that we're going to play together is a segment I like to call Enlist or Dismissed. So I'm going to run these by both Bucky and Smitty, and they're going to let us know their opinions about these portrayals of the military in the media, and they're going to let us know if they are good or bad.
Also, I had gone back and forth on whether or not to just call it enlist or dismiss, and then I really late in the game decided to add the which is why it's a different font. So please forgive. Okay, let's bring them back in here. Hey, you guys.
Hey, Smitty,
What's up?
I had to make that call, man. They had me on the 2G network, bro.
Oh man, oh god. Hey, you know we gonna complain right off the bat, like, hey.
I pay $65 a month.
Oh god.
Hey, I called the old cricket number. They ain't been open in 2 years, bro.
All right, my man, Sarah. What's up, man? What's up, Sarah?
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
well, Bucky, I'm glad to have you back, and thank you. I'm so sorry about earlier.
That's all
I'm so
right.
happy to have you back for this.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you guys just like, a famous portrayal of the military, and then you guys can just kind of go off on it and tell me whether you think it's something that is good, which means enlist, or bad, which means dismissed. So
Right.
here's the first one. Top Gun.
Man, dismiss, dude. Look, bro was riding his motorcycle on the runway, like this motherfucker was doing shit. He was riding without a helmet, like they were fucking man.
Smitty,
He was inverted.
see, the thing is, we're the wrong. We have too much melanin for this to be enlisted.
Right.
True.
Like,
I will also say, I've tried really hard to do like an inclusive thing.
That sounds good.
A little like.
because first of all, we scared of heights. We ain't finna.
Hey, I'm too tall for a fighter jet, man. Fuck Tom Cruise. Shit.
So was Anthony Edwards, and that we saw what happened.
The only thing about that movie was
All right. Okay. Next one. In the Army Now, starring Pauly Shore, Andy Dick.
Man, hey, next. Man, fuck out of here. Anything Pauly Shore in, I don't believe it.
in the Army after the Navy. No, sir.
Stop it.
Great. No problem. I assumed this would be an immediate dismiss. No problem.
It's sad because I've seen it like 10 times.
You can see him in the Army then, now,
Right.
In the Army forever.
I remember the trailer for this movie when it came out, and like Pauly Shore shows up like in the barber chair, all Pauly Shored out, and then they shave his head, and he just screams, and then that's the whole trailer. Wow. All right, Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, man. See, so I was in the Marines, and I wish I had saw this movie before I enlisted. Ain't no way I would have went in. Like, this is real life boot camp in the Marine Corps. Real talk. That's like this is only thing that didn't happen was somebody didn't blow their head off. That's because they locked the weapons away. I'm pretty sure that shit would have happened in real life. But I'll say enlisted until Powell kills himself, but then the rest of the movie you gotta dismiss it.
Right? Like it went off on a whole different turn. Like it turned into a different movie, man.
Yeah.
But I still fuck with Full Metal Jacket. Of course, I was not in the Marines, but I'm pretty sure that's how that shit is. Because I mean, our shit was like a speck of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just getting cut steady. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers putting their hands on you and shit like that. But we was in. I got it before it got real like soft. It's a little soft now. But yes, I know boot camp is just like the psychological shit that goes on in boot camp. That's real. You know what I'm saying? But
I grew up in a household where that shit wasn't nothing, so I was just laughing on it.
right.
So I rarely tell the story, but I almost joined the military because a recruiter came up. Yeah, I know, right? I mean,
Which
can you
branch?
imagine?
Which branch, sir?
I'm pretty sure it was the Air Force because the recruiter came up to me on campus at UNM, and I was just writing in my journal, like I was journaling, and
Why do white people journal? No, I'm kidding. Let me stop.
in between classes, and then he like got like I this is almost how I converted to Mormonism. Also, I was too nice to say no during the conversation and let it go very, very far, and like to the point where like the recruiter came to my work because I was like, oh, I don't know, I'm really busy. I work. And he's like, where do you work? And I was like, Dion's. And he's like, you think they'll give you a break at Dion's? And I was like, I'm sure if you showed up in uniform, they'd let me take a couple minutes. And then like they did. And then they were like, just sign up for the test. Just like take the test. And then like this screenshot was just like what played in my head as like, my future. Even if I had shown up for the test, this is what I thought the test was going to be.
Oh, nah.
But I could not say no to this dude. And so then like the day of the test, I called his cell phone number and I was like, I just don't think I can do it. I'm gay. And then I like hung up the phone. And like that was.
Hey, back then that was the way to get out. Hey, that was.
You lucky the Marine Corps recruiter didn't hear you. He would have scooped you right up.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. All right, guys. Next one. Beetle Bailey.
Oh, you know what? Nah, this is my joint right here. This mine. In Lit, I used to read every Sunday in the Sunday paper. The Sunday paper that would be, it was the only ones that would be in color.
Yep.
I would read this all the time. So I got to enlist on Beetle Bailey.
Yeah, that's real shit. Because I did the same thing. I used to get the whole, like, that was my section of the newspaper when my parents got the newspaper and shit. And that was like back when they had the little 3D illusions in the back of that bitch. Like you had to, unfocus your eyes and shit to see that shit. I was good as fuck at them hoes. And then I would cut them out. And I would cut them out every Sunday and make a whole book of them bitches. And it's just like, just go to school with them hoes. Like, yeah, like I got all the illusions, nigga. Like,
He was the first person that could be openly high in the military. He was high the whole time, bro. Look at him. He high.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Ain't no way you should be that big, bro.
All right. Rounding out. Enlisted dismissed. Major Payne.
Enlist this right.
Enlist that.
Classic right there.
You can't, enlist that all day.
Man, that last montage where they finally have trained and then they do like when they're doing the ROTC thing and they do the thing where they drop the gun down their back and they let it roll and they catch it behind them. That makes me cry as hard as the end of Sister Act 2 makes me cry. And I was in show choir, so only one of them should have made me cry. But like.
Yeah, Sarah, you couldn't have made it in the military if that made you cry.
I'm like, that's what they're doing with those fake guns. I love it.
Man.
I just love it.
They'd have jumped your ass every night.
Oh, my God. You stop goddamn crying. Fuck, you gotta do push-ups because you're stupid.
If I could be a 30-something woman in high school ROTC right now, I still would leave every day crying. I could not do it.
Sarah, you a G, man. Fuck that. You a G for real.
Well, thank you. That means a lot.
So that was Enlist or Dismissed with Steph Darnell and Buck D. Please make sure that you support them anywhere that you see them performing all over this fine country or other countries even. And definitely listen to 101.3 The Hustle here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And it's local and it's hip hop and it's amazing. And Buck D is on it in the afternoon, along with a slew of other comedians like Rusty Rutherford and Don Sherry. It's amazing and definitely worth your support. Speaking of worth your support, I get to do this show in conjunction with one of my favorite places in Albuquerque. And as soon as I can pull up this, oh yeah, it's happening. Da, 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 The Box. I do this show because The Box lets me do this show on all of their channels. They are amazing. They have content almost every single night of the week. And as things start to open up, they're one of the things that's starting to open up also. So you may get to actually go and see their house team, The Show, do some amazing short form improv here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. If you'd like to, please go to their website, theboxabq.com. Support them any way you know how to. That includes watching stuff like you've watched this tonight. That also includes just if they've got a fundraiser, throw money at them. If you see the people who perform for them somewhere else, go watch them perform. But they are amazing, amazing people, and Albuquerque is lucky to have them. So you know what, y'all? That's it for tonight. I know that sometimes we run long, and I'm gonna give time back to the room. So enjoy the rest of your Facebook feed or something else on Twitch. I'm sure somebody's playing a real shoot 'em up game over on Twitch, so you can keep watching over there. Or on YouTube. Listen, YouTube is not short on content, so I hope that you enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much for hanging out, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.